Hey everyone, and welcome to day 23 of my 25 days of Christmas movie reviews, and I've got How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Director Ron Howard directs this film based off of the Dr. Seuss book by the same name, and it's about a Grinch in Whoville who is befriended by a little girl before Christmas starts. As far as the story goes, this movie came out back in 2000, and I thought this movie was going to be pretty decent, but I never read the book, so I don't really know how much of it stayed true to the source material. But I did like how fun it was, how magical it was, and how a little bit wacky and zany it got. And it's a movie that I never saw Ron Howard ever directing, because it seemed like something that wasn't up his alley, but it did have a pretty decent cast of actors play all these crazy characters who looked like they jumped right out of the pages of the Dr. Seuss book. And this movie stars Jim Carrey as the Grinch, and I think he did pull it off a little bit well, though there are some things about his character that I didn't like that I felt seemed like a little bit too over the top. And even though he did, at first he was mean, spirited, and he just didn't want Christmas to happen, or if he did, he wanted it to go his way and not all the other people who live in Whoville, which is basically like a city on a snowflake. And I thought that was really cool that they added that in there. And you've got Taylor Momsen, who is just a little tiny girl in this movie, and if you don't know who she is, if you've seen Gossip Girl, she was Jenny Humphrey, all grown up. I thought she was cast perfectly as Cindy Lou Who, and just played a really nice, soft character up against Jim Carrey's Grinch, who is just way over the top. And I mean, he definitely was a little bit scary at first. I mean, did you see all that hair and makeup everywhere? I mean, he was green, he was mean, but then he might have had a little bit of soft side to him in there. So I thought that it was really nice to see that as well. So I guess like those were some of the things that I did like about the movie, how it just felt like a nice Christmas movie, but it may not have been one of the best Christmas movies, or at least if anybody were to compare this to the original cartoon of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I don't know why I didn't get a chance to see that instead of this, but maybe someday I will. And this is a movie that I have only seen a couple times, but maybe not all the way through, and that was kind of the same case this time around, where at parts I did get a little bit bored with it, even though there were some funny moments that I laughed at, but it didn't seem to hook me in as well as maybe the classic cartoon would have. Even though Jim Carrey, he was funny as the Grinch, I felt like it just wasn't one of his best roles. But it definitely is one of the most memorable role that I can picture him in, alongside the Riddler, because they're both green, ironically. I don't know, this movie just, it wasn't a hit for me, but it did seem like a pretty decent movie to watch every once in a while, but maybe not all the time. So would I recommend checking out seeing this movie? I would say yes. If you're in the holiday spirit, go watch this movie, or maybe you should stick to watching the How the Grinch Stole Christmas cartoon. So overall, How the Grinch Stole Christmas is a decent Christmas movie, and it's perfect for the holiday season, especially if you're feeling in the mood to watch it, but maybe not one to watch every single year. So I would give this 3.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and come back tomorrow for day 24 of my 25 days of Christmas movie reviews. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, come back every week for a Child Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.